Hey, what's good, y'all? It's another edition of 413 Loudmouths. You already know. And today I'm here to get straight to the point, talking about Wakanda 2. Now, I enjoyed the first one. I thought it was great. I think everybody enjoyed the movie, but obviously, it was a special movie for every black person in the world, right? Now, the second movie ain't so special for every black person in the world. It actually, it's kind of like making things a little weird. First off, you got people creating like agendas around it. You got this anti-feminine, you got the anti-masculine feminization that's going on, right? But there's no strong black men in this movie at all. No men of leadership, even though it's the whole African country. It's the whole most advanced. It's the most advanced country in the Marvel universe, and Black Panther is the man who leads it. But they take the man out of the leadership role and put the woman, because in America, that's what they did. They killed the black men, jailed the black men, and then left the black women to themselves, right? Oh, and told them they couldn't have a man in the house. So, you know, that generally left them alone in order to make it by. You see where this is going? Come on now. Y'all really that slow? Yeah. Some people aren't. That's why people like me are speaking up. I'm just here to continue the message because Disney needs to know that we see this, and it's not flying. Because the next movie ain't gonna get supported that much, and it's sad because as a black person, I want to see Black Panther on the screen, but at the same time, I don't want to see denigration of our culture through it. Because first off, they don't even the person who's at the head, they ain't even sticking to the actual comic book story. And see, the success of Marvel was based on the fact that, for the most part, they stuck to the comic book stories. And that's why we hated Fox, because they just started doing whatever the fuck they wanted with the story. See, and that's what we're getting to. Stop doing whatever you want with the story. Everybody always makes complaints and stuff like that, then they try to turn it into like anti something. No, I'm trying to tell you that as somebody who likes to create their own art, in the sense of I write, what I would not want is people to take my writings and then turn around and then like make movies based on them and then start changing shit that was critical to the story because I wrote it. I mean, whatever I write is critical to the story because it's my story, right? So y'all are almost disrespectful. Nah, take that back. Y'all are completely disrespectful when y'all complain about sticking to the original story and do this. Oh, they just no, bro. It, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Back then, everything couldn't follow everything, which is why we allowed that. But it's 2022. Nah, there's no excuses for why you can't stick to the story other than agendas. So what you have is now, you know, these agendas to feminize men, black men, particularly, and I'm not with that. Come on now, that's what y'all trying to do. Y'all make them meek men raised by their mothers only. You know, those men that are always in their feelings and in their emotions, know how to control themselves. You know, because they either gonna act like, you know, extra meek, or they're gonna be extra violent because, you know, they're mad at being, contained, controlled, and put down. You know, and after a while, enough is enough, right? Everything and everyone has a breaking point. So it's like you gotta understand these are psychological plays. Everybody thinks it's just so direct. Oh, it's just a show. It's just a. Well, you're right, but at the same time, when we watch these shows, you can't pretend that you don't feel like those characters, bro. If you really, really like a show, you really feel how those characters feel. You feel for them, or you feel like them, or you empathize with them, or whatever the case may be. You walk in their shoes, bro. Here's the secret: when you read books, you watch movies, TV shows, bro. I've read so many. Niggas know I read, bro. I used to go to school and get in trouble for reading books after I did my work, bro. Novels after novels. I used to be the one kid walking down the street reading the book, across the street, still reading the book without getting hit by cars, knowing when to stop. Bro, people could tell you that. I read. You take your whole mind and put it in somebody else's shoes. You might not think you do, but I'm telling you, you do. Because I know for facts, because I do a lot of it. And when you read a story or you listen to one, you really get the experience of living another life without actually having to live it. You know what I'm saying? Not obviously the full experience, but you get a new perspective. Because think about it. If nobody told that story or you didn't read that, you wouldn't be able to see that. You understand? If you don't read that or you don't see that, you wouldn't be able to see another perspective. So in reality, when you read a story through a character's eyes, even if it's fantastical, and that's the craziest part. See, the fantasy and the science fiction characters usually actually be the most realistic characters. See, that's the funny part. See, y'all get so caught up about the what we call the mechanism, right? Because if you're a writer, you know about mechanisms that make your story run. You understand? The mechanisms are like, are we using guns? Is it modern times? Are we in the future? Are we using laser guns? Or are we in the past? Are we using swords? Are we getting mystical and shit? Are we using magic? You understand? So, see, people get caught up in those things, but that's not really what's important to a story. See, what's important to a story is the fucking character. Okay? You empathize and you feel like that character. And that is why I was so harsh about Dahmer. Because you're walking in his shoes and you're seeing life through his perspective. And then you're going to empathize. Why are you trying to empathize with that type of darkness? I don't want to empathize with darkness. I don't. So that's why I say be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because there's just a certain level of darkness you just don't want to go to. Because trust and believe, I've seen dark characters. Yo, I cannot read Stephen King novels, bro. It makes me feel weird inside, bro. I can't do it. Like, bro, I can't. It will sit in my head. Y'all gotta understand how like, if you really get into these stories, like how much you are mentally really like. That's why they say like books of darkness and stuff. I get it when they say like oh, this is a demon's book, or like this is the devil's work, and people are saying that. They don't even mean, like, I get it. They don't even literally mean like when they say the spirit and all that shit. It's just the emotions and the feelings that these things put into you by just putting you in that perspective, in ability to see and rationalize and empathize through that methodology that they're using. And that is where it could get a little ooh. That's why, back in the day they used to ban books and stuff, because like they always say, those things are powerful, and words on a page written in the right way are powerful. They can affect people. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm trying to get. Anything I say about these things, about these movies, about these artists, about these things, you got to understand everything that we listen to like that we love like that. When it comes to the movies, when it comes to the music, when it comes to the books, we put ourselves in our favorite artists' perspectives, our favorite characters' perspectives. We do that, and we can't pretend we don't. I'm not. I don't care what you try to tell me. I'm going to tell you to your face you're lying to me, because you are. You put yourself in them shoes. When you watching Power, some of you niggas think you Ghost. You be in Ghost shoes. You be in his head. You be like, yeah, and just into the show, stuck with a whole, yeah. Just niggas just stuck for a whole 10 minutes. I bet you something happened to drop. You be like, oh shit, what happened? Right, because you were really in tune, bro. Think a little deeper. That's all I'm saying. See what's going on.